Hey y'all, this is a very candid video. So some of y'all may or may not know, um I became an RN in July of 2022. Before that I was the LP. I just been a nurse, right? And my husband and I decided that I'm gonna stop working as a nurse and be entrepreneur full time and be at the home with the kids, right? So that's great. I'm grateful for this opportunity, for this time with my children. I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, soon to be 4-year-old. And it's a blessing to be home with them, right? But if anybody out there got kids, especially little kids that's not in school, you know that it can be a challenge, not only just, trying to entertain your kids all day, handling their emotions, handling your own emotions while handling their emotions. Like, it can be a lot, but I'm grateful that I can do it, because it can also be a lot to have to send your kids somewhere and be working all day, and then by the time you get off of work, you don't have time and energy for them, and maybe you got time on the weekends or whatever, and then you got to start it all over again. That can be a challenge too. And then dealing with your kids getting sick and you trying to go from work to home and all of this, it can be a lot. I know it's a challenge, but I did this channel. I wanted to push on this channel, like, being spiritual while also being a regular human being with responsibilities. And I wanted to show more of like how to do that and kind of be like I don't know, be a blueprint for that, or at least show the process of being on my spiritual journey, being conscious of my spiritual journey, because we're all on a spiritual journey, whether or not we're conscious of it or not, while also being, a parent. I wanted to show that because so many videos I watch, I don't really see it. You don't see it at all. And you just think, okay, in order to be spiritual and all up in your, doing your spiritual practices, like, you got to basically be single or be living on your own, or, not really have too many responsibilities, or at least not have children. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it's been rough for me because I'm working from home. I got my kids are small. I'm not necessarily in the house that I want to be in, but I'm grateful to have this space. I'm working on my marriage, grateful to have a marriage to work on and to be with somebody who's very supportive and understanding. But it's so many times where I just feel like I'm not getting there, like it's not happening, or I'm just so tired of waiting for things to happen, or like sometimes I think I lose focus on like what I've already accomplished and what I'm already doing, and I just feel like I'm not getting anywhere. And I'm thinking, like, man, like, I'm supposed to be this spiritual person or whatever. I'm putting out content that's about spirituality, but I just be feeling like I'm not there. I just feel like I'm not that person that I want to be. I'm not that example that I want to be. I'm not, waking up at the time I'm supposed to be waking up and going to sleep and doing all my journaling and all my meditation every single day. And I'm not, always having a positive mindset and always focusing on, what I want instead of what I don't want. And it's just, sometimes I feel like a fraud, but then I'm just like, you know what? This is part of the journey. It's the ups and the downs and figuring it out for yourself and just living life, really. And honestly, I'm in a stage where I'm learning not to judge myself so much and not to think, okay, I have to be at this certain level in order to be qualified to create content or qualified to even have a metaphysical business, like, or spiritual business. And I don't. The thing is, the pursuit of it is actually attempting to get there. It's actually being on the journey, being conscious of it, and every single day showing up and making it work for yourself, just getting yourself there. That's what it's about. It's not about everything looking and being perfect or being a specific way. And I think that's the thing. Like, for some reason, I felt like it has to look a certain way and feel a certain way in order for it to be this thing, And it's just like, what's this thing? So I just want to get on here and just say, y'all, like, if you're in my position, maybe you're working on yourself, working on your relationship, or working on your household, and you have children and you're wanting to parent them and give them a certain lifestyle, but you're like also reparenting yourself and trying to figure yourself out. Because I was reading something about like how to like to not be angry and frustrated around your children, and one thing it said is like we have to realize that the relationship you have with your children is really just bringing up your childhood that you had. And this is why it's like it triggers you to be faced with the things that happen in your childhood. And I was like, oh, okay. And sometimes that's hard to look at, because especially if you have not done inner child work. And basically I just wanted to come on and talk about this, because it does sometimes create a blockage, because I'm just like, I feel like I'm not good enough to put myself out there, because it's not, I don't feel like I have that ideal lifestyle. But then I'll sit back and I look and I think like, man, I'm so blessed. Like the other day I was out in my gardening for just a little second. I was doing something out there earlier today. Me and my kids was playing with cups and building towers with cups and just laughing and all of that. And I felt good. I was okay. As soon as I went down for a nap, I meditated for 20 minutes. That was great. And then they woke up. They woke up like right after that. And I was just like, seriously? They're like this. They're up. Like they how long did they nap for? Like what the heck? And it just like triggered me. And I was just like, I need something. Like I can't keep doing this. Like I'm tired. And then I feel bad because I'm like, these are my kids and I'm tired of being around my own kids. And it's not even that, because when I'm around them and we playing, I'm like, we in the moment. But I'm not sure where the blockage is. I think the blockage is because I feel like I'm judging myself for being upset, for being frustrated, for feeling like I need to be doing yoga and meditation and doing all of this and I gotta have everything this way. My house gotta look this way. My house has to be this way. My finances gotta be this way. It's just so much pressure that I put on myself. And it's just like, you think, okay, things are gonna be better once I make this amount of money, or once we get into a house, or once the kids get older. But it's just like, does it really ever get better? Okay, yeah, you get more money, and then it's just like, okay, you got more money, or your kids get older, but then they have a new set of problems. Maybe there's bullying at school, or something's going on at school, or something's going on with them personally. Something happens. It's like you're going to keep having challenges. You're going to keep having things that come into your aura, your sphere, your life, that you have to choose how you're going to react to them. And it's kind of like where it said, like, I want to learn how to react from a space of healed energy, from a space of compassion and love, and just knowing that everything is okay. And it doesn't have to, it just is what it is. It doesn't have to look or be a certain way. It just is what it is. And that's okay. So I'm grateful that I meditated today, because I did meditate yesterday too. So I was like, okay, Brandy, let's get back to being on top of these spiritual practices that help you to feel better and help me to be more grounded and secure. I want to get back to that, because I did stray away from it. I'm not going to lie. I definitely strayed away from it. So I just want to put out there, keep going, y'all. Keep working towards what you want, and just use your spiritual tools, whether it be, like I said, meditation, journaling, and just know, like, okay, yes, you're doing those things. It's not going to always look and feel perfect, and that's not what you're aiming for. You're not aiming for perfection, right? You're not aiming for perfection. I feel like the aim should not be perfection, or shouldn't be things looking a certain way. It should be you feeling a certain way. It honestly should be about how you feel and about how you respond to life, because life is not going to get any easier. You just get more equipped to be able to handle it. Right? Y'all tell me. I don't freaking know. That's honestly what it is. Like, I don't know. And I guess that's kind of like what this channel is like. I don't know. I'm just showing y'all how I'm living and how I'm coping with life. Because I really do feel like in life, we just have to learn how to cope with it. We just have to learn how to live. We got to learn how to live with whatever's happening in life. Does that make sense? Is that what it is that we have to do? I don't know, y'all. I'm not really trying to figure it out. I just want to feel like I'm not having this rat race going on, just trying to get to the next level, only to realize like the next level is the same thing, it's just on another level. Like, you never get away from yourself, you never get away from your demons. It's like you have to just deal with them and face them and grow from it. And yeah, I'm guessing that's what it is. I just want to come on and talk. I need somebody to give me some feedback, which I think. And it's just like I be feeling like I be having all the answers, and it's just like I'll be good for like a day or two, be on this like, you know, this routine and all of that, and then it's just like I'm done. I don't feel that way no more, or something happens, or like I just get tired, or I just get worn down, and I'm just like, I'm done, I'm over it. And then I just feel bad because I'm like, we had this whole routine, we had this whole plan, and then it's just like you completely went off the rail with it. Like, why you ain't on top of your plan? And then it's like, even when I'm doing the plan, I'd be like, okay, well, you're not getting the results you want, so maybe you ain't doing good enough. Like, it's just like, why? I don't want to think that way. Like, I don't want to feel that way about myself. And yeah. I don't know if this video is helpful. I just wanted to come on and talk. I'm making jewelry. I got this show coming up. Well, it's not my show, but I am sponsoring a show. Yeah, I can't even see this because of the light, but I'm sponsoring a show. I'm gonna be sending them products to sell. It's the vegan street fair in California. Don't know if I can see that. I have to put some more stuff in here for y'all to see it, but I made 400 freaking necklaces, hand wrapped crystals with little charms on there. And I'm almost at the end. I have 35 more to make. Well, actually, I just did 20. So I got 15 more to make. 15, 1, 2, 3. Actually got 10 more to make. Actually, 10 more to make, and I'll be done. I have 400 done. And it's just like, I feel good. I felt good and excited about it. And now here I am at the end. I'm just like, I just want to get this done with. Like, I'm over it. And it's just like, is that what life is? Sometimes I think it's just like, is it just like we accomplishing it, and then it's just you running for something, you want something so bad, you get it, and then it's just back to being like, okay, I'm done with this, or I don't want this anymore, or you start to not feel grateful for it, or you start to take it, you know, you just start to be like, okay, I'm done with this, what's the next thing? Is that how life works? Y'all tell me. One thing I do know, like, I feel the most at ease when I'm in nature, when I'm present with my family, like actually like in the present moment, we laughing, we having fun, we talking about stuff, like we chilling. And when I'm in a creative mode and I'm just creating without really trying to figure out how somebody else is going to react to my creations. I'm just in the mode of just creating, just to be creating. So I'm grateful for that. But then it's just like, I'll be working on stuff and I'll have my kids like watching TV, or I had them eat a snack or whatever. And I'm working on something, and then I'll just start feeling guilty. Like, oh no, you should be with them. You need to be around them. You need to be doing this. You need to be doing that. Then I get around them and I feel guilty because I'm like, you need to be working on this. You're working on that. And it's just like, what the fuck? And I'm just getting to the point where I'm just like, girl, like, when are you going to just like have it together? Like, just get it together. And I'm just like, well, what does that mean? Get it together? I don't know. I don't know. Then it made me think, like, just enjoy the moment. Whatever moment you in, be happy with that moment. Don't worry about nothing else after that or before that. I don't have the answers, y'all, child. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me what is going on with y'all if y'all on this journey. Because like I said, when you have kids and you're already trying to parent yourself, sometimes I feel like I don't want to push the things that I didn't process onto them. Like, I don't want to push insecurities onto my kids, and I don't want to push anger onto my children, and push like unhealthy coping mechanisms onto my kids. But then it's just like, well, what do I do? How do I get past what I'm dealing with? I don't know. All I can do is just, like I said, focus on the spiritual practices and beliefs that I already have. Like, lately I've been like, okay, I know I need to turn my TV off, turn my phone off, listen to an ebook. I be listening to lo-fi, the music lo-fi, to just kind of clear the air, I've been getting stuff out of my house, decluttering stuff in my house, doing that too. And then I just, okay, yeah, this is cool. But I'm just like, sometimes I feel like I'm not dealing with root issues. So it's just going to keep coming up. And then when it comes up again, after I thought that I dealt with something, it makes me feel even more insecure, even more like unfulfilled, even more like I'm not doing it. I'm not good enough, or I'm not doing it right. And then I look on YouTube and I'm just like, everybody's just like, be that girl, how to do this, how to do that, how to do that. And it's just like, okay, that's cool, but yes, we should know how to be that girl or how to manifest this and manifest that. But it's just like, I just want to manifest being in a state of being content, feeling fulfilled, and enjoying life. And I know that I'm just like, can you stay in that state? Can you always be in that state of mind? Can you? And if so, show me the people that's doing it. They got kids and got a spouse and got, you know, other things that they working on and that they trying to accomplish. Like, I need an example. And it's like, well, girl, you got to be that example. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know how to do that. But then it's just like, you do know how to do it. You're doing it right now. You're doing it right now. You're literally doing a video, creating something. Your kids is in there. I just told them to lay back down. Just lay back down for a second, y'all. Give mommy a minute. And, you know, I'm drinking my green tea, child, doing my intermittent fasting. I'm like, okay, that's good. That's good. But then in my mind, I'm thinking like, that's not good enough. That's not enough. If that was enough, why do you still feel insecure about stuff? That's enough. Why aren't you bringing in this amount of money? If that's enough, why do you still feel like you need to do this and the third? And it's just like this judgment, this self-judgment, and feeling like I need to figure everything out. But I'm just like, maybe you don't have to figure it out. Maybe you just gotta just live. Just live. Just exist. Just, you good. But then it's just like, okay, well, I do have bills and I got to have goals, and my kids are looking at me like, what we gonna do next? What we gonna do next? I'm like, oh, mommy just want to lay down. And then I lay down and I be feeling bad. Like, dang, I don't want to just lay down. I need to get up and get something done. It's like, I be feeling like, how long I'm going to keep being on this hamster wheel? I don't know. Then I just be like, man, I'm so blessed and grateful for my life too. Do I sound confused? Do I sound lost? And that's okay. I feel like that's okay to be confused and lost, because I do understand that I am in a transition period in my life, especially from me working as a nurse and, you know, doing that. I was a nurse for 7 years. I still am a nurse, but working as a nurse for 7 years, then going back to school and being in school for the past 2 years. Like, my life was just, I felt like I had like a plan. Like, I knew that by this date, I'm going to be an RN. By this certain amount of time, I'm going to be making this amount of money. As long as I work this shift, I'm going to make sure I'm going to come home with a few $100s. Like, it was so much certainty. And I think right now, things are not 100% solid. So it's making me question myself even more. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, just tell me, just talk to me. Come and talk to me. I really want to meet you. One thing I can say, I do feel like the meditation is helping. I was going to the gym, waking up at 5 in the morning, like 5:30ish, and going to the gym. That was really helping. I stopped doing that for like the past week because my sleeping, I've been going to sleep way too late to get up early in the morning to go to the gym and then turn around and be with my kids all day. Especially now with them not sleeping through their dang on naps. I'm like, no. Y'all still need to take naps. I don't care what age y'all are. We still doing naps till y'all go to school. So I need to switch their naps up and figure something out, because they still get naps, child. These kids still going to sleep somehow, some way. I'll figure that out. But yeah. Yeah. I really want to know if there's anybody else out there that's going through anything like this. Or just, I don't know. Y'all just talk to me. Let me know. I want to create more content. And sometimes I just feel blocked because I'm just like, this isn't really what I want to tell the people. Like, this isn't really what I'm trying to put out there. But then I'm like, yeah, I do want to put this on. It's just so much confusion. And then honestly, I was feeling confused. As soon as I laid them down, I felt like a rush of overwhelming energy, not really knowing I was like, should I finish doing my necklaces for the show? Or should I go ahead and, what was I going to do? I was going to edit a video. And I was just like, oh, let me start taking some photos for Etsy, putting some stuff up on my shop. And like my mind was just racing. I said, meditate. As soon as this happened, you need to meditate. As soon as your mind going all over, meditate. So that's what I did. And I'm glad I did it because now they woke. And I'm grateful that I did that. So I'm just going to keep taking things one day at a time. I'm so grateful to have my partner because I can talk to him about these things and he can definitely talk me into feeling better, or at least getting me a little bit more grounded and back to earth. I'm not gonna lie, I do know that I was dealing with a lot of depression last year, and it's caused me to start smoking again. Like, I was not smoking, but Chad, we had to, and it's legal in Missouri now, Chad. We just had to. And I recently stopped. It's been a week. Been sober. And I know that's another thing too, like getting my body back into, you know, my levels, getting my levels back, my dopamine levels back on point, and learning how to cope with life in more healthy ways. So I already know that that's a part of it too, y'all, for real. And I guess I could do a whole video about it. I'm kind of like, I didn't want to really talk about that on this channel, but I feel like it's necessary. Like, I feel like it's necessary because I know I'm not the only person who is going through it. But yeah, I didn't want to use that as a coping mechanism anymore because it's not healthy. And I'm not one of them people that can just be casual with it. Like, if it's around, it's going to get consumed. So, and that was messing with my dang on weights because I wasn't able to intermittent fast. Because, you know, you start getting home, you be having the munchies. And I was like, this is too much. This is just too much. And I don't want to do this. I want to use my spiritual tools to help me to cope instead of running to the joints. So that's that. I know that's a big thing, is getting past that and learning how to handle life in healthy ways, and just going back into that habit showed me also, like, that not only is that a habit that I run to, but also overeating is a habit that I ran to. I feel like I'm getting better now. Consuming too much like TV or TV shows and stuff like that is a habit I was running into. Whereas, like, I really do love reading and getting more knowledge and studying and things like that. But it's just like, I felt like I can't do that. My kids are around. I can't focus. I'm like, let me just watch the TV and kind of like escape from everything. And it's like, you don't want to do that, Brandy. Like, you want to read, you want to study, you want to get more information to share with people. You want to actually practice these things and see how it works for you and find what works for you so you can be happy and be fulfilled and live life the way you want to live it. So that's what I'm working through. I'm not saying this to complain about my kids or my life, because I really am blessed to be in this position, to be a full-time entrepreneur. Not saying it's an easy thing, y'all, because, child, these coins, we blessed. Don't get me wrong, we blessed. But them nurse ain't nothing like nurse money, especially nowadays. Nurses is banking. But for my mental health, I wanted to walk away from it and focus on this. And now I'm kind of thinking like, dang, did I really want to walk away from it? Because here I am doing it, and I'm still kind of like, what the heck? I'm still trying to figure it out. But I'm just like, Brandy, you're in a transition period in your life. You're in a transition period, so transition. It is what it is. And then I don't really talk to a lot of people. I got maybe 2 people that I talk to. I don't go out. I don't do a lot of stuff out in public with people. So that's another thing I know that I could maybe work on at some point, because I don't really be dealing with people. But this is a 7-year, so this is the time for us to go inside anyways and work on ourselves so that we can attract people who actually help to build us up and grow more. You know, in theory I understand that, but actually doing it is just like, what the fuck? And I know that another thing, like I said, getting over this, the self-judgment, the self-doubt, and then also just, oh, I completely messed this up. Dang it. Let me redo this. Getting over that, and sometimes I know I need to just stop working and just spend time with the kids. Like, put down the work. It's going to be there tomorrow. Give your kids some time and some energy with you, because they're not going to stay kids forever. And whatever it is you're doing with them or not doing with them, they're going to have to process and deal with this as adults. Do you want them to be dealing with stuff like how you got to deal with stuff too? And I be thinking, and I be getting guilt, I be feeling bad, but I'm like, I don't know what to do. But it's just like, you do know what to do. Show them love, get them attention, be patient with them. And it's okay. Pray on it, affirm it, whatever you got to do. And I'm saying all this to y'all, but I'm really saying it to myself. So like I said, since I don't really see it on YouTube, that spiritual mom energy, in a way that I feel like it's not just like, oh, I got my life together. You know, since I don't see it, I feel like I gotta be it. So let me know what y'all think. Like I said, I'm working on some jewelry. I want to show y'all, like, so y'all can see it. Here it is. This is the rose quartz that I've been working on. They're really pretty. It's rose quartz and then different charms. And then I also have green aventurine with different charms. I have rose gold, and I have what do you call it, silver and gold. So if you're in LA, in California, I'll put the info. It's called a vegan street fair. It's a really big event. I'm not going to be able to be there in the flesh, child. I wish, but I'm going to be sending my products. If you buy a swag bag, it's going to have a lot of different vegan foods in there. And then also there's going to be vendors who sell other things other than food. They're going to be having their items in there. So my stuff will be in there. This is aquamarine. Different crystals. I mean, different, what do you call them? Charms. And then this is clear quartz. I've been working on these. I actually have a whole little video showing how I'm getting ready for the event and like my whole process for any entrepreneurs out there, so y'all can kind of see. And this one is gold stone, which I think is so pretty with the rose gold. And then I also have the silver. Y'all can see the different charms. And then this is red carnelian. I only had a few carnelian beads. Yeah, I actually made 400 of these, handmade, child. And I've been working on them for a little over a week, on top of, you know, all my other wifely, motherly duties. I got a lot of mermaid charms and dragonflies, and this one has like some sun and some moon. This is tiger's eyes, super pretty. This is so cute with the turtle. And let me see what other ones I got while I'm on here with y'all. But with the vegan street fair, they're gonna be doing it in like 10 different cities. They're gonna be in Miami, well, LA, of course, Miami, Oakland, Dallas, I think, New York City. This is agate. And then this one, real pretty. One of my favorite ones is the fluorite. And then the fluorite. I'm just impressed that I made all these, because honestly, I didn't think I was gonna make jewelry. I was saying, oh, I'll do some jewelry, but I was like, it's gonna be a lot of work making some jewelry, but I actually did it. And it's just like, sometimes you gotta step back and be like, girl, you're doing it. Just be okay. You're doing it. This is what you asked for. This is what it looks like. And that's something that keeps coming to me. Spirit keeps saying, this is what you asked for. So be happy. Sometimes you just gotta choose to be happy. This is tourmalated quartz. You can see the black tourmaline in the quartz. Some of them have a lot more quartz than tourmaline. And this one has like some wings. And over here, this one is unakite. You can see it. And the last one, that I had. Yes, I have them hanging on hangers. This is the most effective way to do it for me. Is amethyst. Again, one of my favorite, of course. I mean, amethyst is bae. And then this one, I will have, once I get all this done, hopefully I'll be able to put some of these on the site. This one is lapis lazuli. This one is picture jasper. It's more like tan colors. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. And I redesigned like some of my other stuff to put in there, like my guide to crystals, like a little simple guide about crystals. I designed that, and I have this sticker that I designed too. They're gonna get that, and you'll get 20% off your purchase. So yeah, they're selling swag bags. I don't know how much they're costing, but definitely go support Vegan Street Fair. Check them out. Like I said, they're gonna be in a few other cities. I'll put a link below, and I'm also gonna do malachite. I just found some malachite stones, so I'm gonna have a few malachites I'm gonna send too. So I think one of the biggest things I need to work on now is judgment, self-judgment. I'm gonna work on that and go from there. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching, and bye y'all.